Good afternoon. My name is Harvey Hurdle, and I cannot be prouder than to stand here as the Executive Director of the nation's oldest and best bar association. This association of incredible Philadelphia lawyers. Philadelphia lawyers have had a long and storied history of standing up and speaking out in support of the rule of law and access to justice. We are so glad you've joined us here today to continue that proud tradition. Today, we stand in solidarity with attorneys in more than 54 cities across the country. At noon today, across all 4 time zones of this great country, from Carlisle, Pennsylvania to Durango, Colorado, from Boston, Massachusetts to San Francisco, California, lawyers are gathering to reaffirm their stand for the rule of law. And what could be more meaningful than standing together here in the cradle of liberty and home of our Constitution to pledge to defend those words that were written just 8 blocks from here. Events like this require the work of so many. So I'd like to thank those who helped put this together. First, a shout out to Councilmember Rue Landau and her team who coordinated with the city. Thank you so much to the City of Philadelphia and the Office of Special Events for handling logistics, the Office of Innovation and Technology for helping with the sound, and the Civil Affairs Office providing security. We have a great partner in the City of Philadelphia. Thank you, as always, to my incredible team at the Philadelphia Bar Association. With a special shout out to our Director of Member Services and Outreach, Andrea Morris Tracy, who today is celebrating her 25th anniversary with the association. Andrea, where are you? Back there underneath. And if you're here and you've not renewed your membership, and we know who you are because we checked the list, give Andrea a great anniversary present by renewing when you get back to your office today. I also want to thank our volunteer leadership and especially give thanks to our 98th Chancellor, Kathy Jafari, for her courageous and steadfast leadership this year. Finally, I'd like to thank our organizing committee led by Deb Winokur and Paul Carrion with an assist from Ellen Brotman. Now it's my pleasure to introduce Paul, one of the committee chairs. Paul is also vice chair of the YLD, our Young Lawyers Division, and chair of our recently relaunched Military Affairs Committee. Thank you.
Good afternoon. My name is Paul Carrion. I'm a Philadelphia lawyer. To paraphrase Thomas Paine, these are the times that try the human soul. The summer soldier and the sunshine patriot will, in this crisis, shrink from the service of their country. But they who stand by it now deserve the love and thanks of all. History is a tutor from which we understand the prelude of today and perceive the shape of things to come. 249 years ago, a few blocks from where we now stand, the founders of our country gathered in Independence Hall and boldly affixed their signatures to the Declaration of Independence. The Declaration clearly laid out the reasons for the defiance of the people of the United States to overcome a king. Today, we are observing reports concerning what we see as violations of the rule of law, including interference with judicial independence and violations of individual due process rights. If these actions continue unquestioned and unchecked, we may face the irrevocable transformation of our constitutional republic comprised of the people, by the people, and for the people into a government of the few, by the few, and for the few. The United States of America is not an accident of geography or shared ancestry. We, the people, come from diverse origins, diverse cultures, and diverse identities, but we come together as one. Legal professionals play an invaluable role in safeguarding the promise of America. The first sentence of the preamble to the Pennsylvania Rules of Professional Conduct states, "A lawyer, as a member of the legal profession, is a representative of clients, an officer of the legal system, and a public citizen having special responsibility for the quality of justice. The preamble goes on to state, a lawyer should further the public's understanding of and confidence in the rule of law and the justice system because legal institutions in a constitutional democracy depend on popular participation and support to maintain their authority. Therefore, all lawyers should devote professional time and resources and use civic influence to ensure equal access to our system of justice for all. We at the Philadelphia Bar Association stand in support of the rule of law and in allegiance to our Pennsylvania rules of professional conduct by engaging the public through the work of our sections, committees, and our Young Lawyers Division. Our Commission on Judicial Selection and Retention impartially evaluates judicial candidates based not on their political affiliations, but by reviewing their records, weighing their temperament, and judging their conduct, ultimately providing a recommendation to the public. We host candidate forums in partnership with local nonprofit and nonpartisan organizations so the public learns about those who seek public office and therefore seek to gain the public's trust. We speak with one voice through resolutions and follow through with deeds to protect the most vulnerable in our society, such as veterans, immigrants, and the transgender community. We have joined amicus briefs in support of motions by Perkins Coie, Jenner and Block, Wilmer Hale, and Sussman Godfrey for summary judgments in response to executive orders which directly threaten the independence of the legal profession. We have created Meeting the Moment event series convening the community to discuss issues we are facing around federal funding, immigration, threats to LGBTQ+ rights, and on May 28th, a fourth program in the series focused on threats to education and disability rights. Here and across the United States today, we stand united with the legal professionals who safeguard the rule of law, preserve the independence of the legal profession, and ensure judicial independence. Please join me now in welcoming to the podium our Chancellor of the Philadelphia Bar Association, Kathy Jafari.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. Woohoo! And I love that the sun has shifted a little bit, so hopefully folks on this end are not too hot. First and foremost, I want to welcome you to a gathering in support of you, each and every one of you here today by the Philadelphia Bar Association. Woohoo! My name is Katayun Jafari, but you can call me Kathy. And as Chancellor of the Philadelphia Bar Association, it is a privilege, and I mean true privilege, to carry out with my fellow colleagues the mission of this organization to preserve the profession and the public by promoting justice, professional excellence, and today and always respect for the rule of law. Since 1802, I love saying that number, that date. Yes, for more than 220 years, making our association, as Harvey said, the oldest bar association in the country. I cannot tell you how amazing it is to be here with you today. And look out, everybody, just take a second. Look next to you, look behind you, look in front of you. Lawyers gathering peacefully to stand for the rule of law, right? As you can imagine, maybe you can imagine, I have spent countless hours thinking about what I would say to this incredible crowd today. And then I realized, no one is here to listen to me. You are here to be in community, You are here to stand in solidarity. I am grateful to the bar associations across the country coming together to create a space, an opportunity for all of us to do this together. As you look around, you are the brave among us to stand together, to facilitate a conversation, a call to action in support of the rule of law, in defense of our democracy. I personally have that sense of gratitude to you. You may all have a very similar story, so I'd like to share 2 seconds that when I was 10 years old, I informed, not told them, not asked them, you're lawyers, we inform people. I informed my parents that I wanted to be a lawyer. Why? Because I felt as a lawyer I could help people, because I believed in a justice system, this great experiment, the United States of America. As a first-generation American, I know all that my parents had to give up when they came to the United States and create and raise a family and contribute to this country. They gave up their home, they gave up their land, they gave up their families, all to provide a better life for their children, their daughters, their granddaughters, and to be in a place where we could raise our voices when we see indignities, when we see injustice. Each of us today, each one of you strives every day to protect the rights of all people simply by doing what you do. That's what we do as lawyers. We're the voices, we are the advocates, we are there for our clients, whoever our clients may be. We are the champions of those who need us. We have a duty. We know that our duty as lawyers is to stand for democracy and to protect the rule of law, because we know without it, it will be chaos. Law Day is a national day set aside to celebrate the rule of law. It provides an opportunity to understand how law and the legal process protects our liberties, strives to achieve justice, and contribute to the freedoms that we all share. It is today that the Philadelphia Bar Association and organizations around the country have invited attorneys to gather peacefully in a public spaces to make a powerful statement. The rule of law matters. Due process matters. Equal justice for all matters. Judicial independence matters. Our democracy matters. When each of us took the attorney's oath of office, no matter how recently or long ago, we made a promise to be the guardians of the rule of law, defenders of judicial independence, and advocates for furthering the cause of equal access to justice. The independence of lawyers, free from intimidation or retribution, for representing clients is critical to the United States justice system, and it is essential to upholding the rule of law. Moreover, an independent judiciary is paramount to our democracy as justice. Judges must be able to make decisions based on the law and the facts of a case, not due to fear of political pressure, intimidation, or retaliation. In a rare statement in March, Chief Justice Roberts of the United States Supreme Court shared with the public, for more than 2 centuries, it has been established that impeachment is not an appropriate response to disagreement concerning a judicial decision. You can probably all say it. Make an appeal, he wrote. Attempts to bypass the Constitution or to work around the justice system weakens the effectiveness of that system. They also erode the public's trust and its expectation of fairness when they interact with the courts. Upholding the rights of justices to do their jobs and lawyers to represent their clients transcends politics. They are critical to a functioning justice system that has the justices' trust, the public's trust. Confusion breeds fear, and fear often results in silence. Now is not the time to be silent. Instead, we as attorneys must use the power of our voice to speak, to stand up, and to meet this most difficult moment in our country's history. If not us, who? If not now, when? On the last day of the Constitutional Convention in 1787, less than a mile from where we stand right now, it has been written that Benjamin Franklin was asked, well, doctor, what have we got? A republic or a monarchy? Here in Philadelphia, many of us know the answer by heart of Franklin's reply, a republic, if we can keep it. Our system isn't perfect, but we have a role in protecting it. We have a powerful voice, a unique voice in the fight to preserve democratic ideals. In a moment, we will retake our Pennsylvania attorney's oath collectively. Woo-hoo! In addition to taking this oath today, I have an ask. That you also make a personal oath, a promise, to reaffirm the core values upon which our country was built, and to continue the American experiment that our founders began almost 250 years ago. It is now my distinct honor and privilege to be able to introduce former Pennsylvania Supreme Court Justice, the Honorable
As Kathy reminded us, recently Chief Justice Roberts spoke about the attacks on the independence of the judiciary. The reason for the importance of that independence was well articulated by the very astute Judge Wilkinson when he said in his recent Abrego Garcia opinion, "Courts speak with the knowledge of their imperfections, but know this. Courts speak with a sense that they instill a fidelity to law that would be sorely missed in their absence." As Chief Justice Rehnquist, you all remember him? As he said, judicial independence is not merely an abstract ideal, it is the rock upon which the rule of law stands, protecting both the unpopular cause and the individual citizen from the pressures of the moment. The judicial robe I wear is a symbol of impartiality. Judges work only as neutral and fair arbiters applying the law. The robe represents the judge as a part of an institution greater than any one person. Accordingly, judicial independence must be protected. Judges must be free from interference, and their decisions are to be respected. The oath for attorneys is a formal promise to uphold the rule of law, protect the Constitution, and serve clients admirably, and to behave honestly in all the lawyer's professional dealings. Please repeat after me. I do solemnly swear or affirm that I will support, obey, and defend the Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of this Commonwealth,
The Constitution of the United States and the Constitution of this Commonwealth.
that I will maintain the respect due to courts of justice and judicial officers,
That I will retain respect for
courts of justice and judicial officers. I actually had that cut, but okay. And I will, to the best of my ability,
and I will, to the best of my ability,
perform the duties of an attorney and counselor at law
perform the duties of an attorney and counselor at law
with fidelity, honesty, and integrity.
with fidelity, honesty, and integrity.
So help me God.
Woohoo!
Congratulations to all of you once again for the work that you do.
Don't move. Okay. Okay. Thank you so much, Justice Greenspan, for administering the oath. And thank you to Paul and Harvey and so many at the Bar Association for their incredible work today in helping us gather, in helping us be safe, and in helping us be in community. I would like to thank my fellow leadership, Ezra Werger-Lernter, Chancellor-elect, woo! And Christine Callalang, Vice Chancellor of the Philadelphia Bar Association, for joining me as we retook our oath together. Folks, I am touched, moved, and inspired by this moment with all of you, over 400 attendees, and I'm truly grateful to Justice Greenspan. We at the Philadelphia Bar Association ask you to continue to lift up your voice, stand together, and speak out. Rest assured, we will be there with you, beside you. The Philadelphia Bar Association will continue to carry the mission unwavering. Together, we will support all of you to serve the profession and the public by promoting justice, professional excellence, and respect for the rule of law. Thank you for standing with us. Take pride in what you did today and enjoy this lovely afternoon.